So now I'm just clicking on my employee dataset and you can see all the schema of my table set, and I'm clicking on the preview tab just to see that what is in our table of employee. Now I'm clicking on the plus sign for our query analysis. So firstly I am selecting the stuff, or you can say a different kind of transformation that we need in our employee dataset. I'm just clicking on this sign to just increase the stuff. Now we start with our first and the second name. As we know, we have different tables, different columns for our first and the second name. So I just wanted to combine these two columns and create a single. For this, I use in my select statement, I use concat function to combine first name and the last name, and then I use the space in between a single quotes just as a space for our first and the last name of it, and I'm giving it to be a name as the employee name. And then it's time to choose our from statement. So for our from statement, firstly we have to put our project name, which is HR and employee analysis, and then we have to choose our dataset name, which is data, and then we have to choose employee, which is our table name from where we are selecting this data, and then we have to use the backtick between our all the project name, our dataset name, and our employee name. And when we execute our query, we can get our results. But I just wanted to make clear by using first name and the last name to get a better results. So there's also one more thing, that in our from statement you have to use a backtick between your project name, your dataset name, and your table name instead of the single quotes. So just to make sure that you use a backticks. Now I'm giving this query a little bit name. So firstly I can write a query, a single by single query, and then we will combine all of the queries at the end just for your clarity. So I'm giving a name to be as a combining first and the last name as a full employee name. And then we are moving toward, as you can see in our age, so we have a different kind of age, but I wanted to create the age bins just for our better analysis when we are working in Looker Studio. So I'm giving a comment as to be an age bin, and then I'm using select statement, and then I'm using from statement. And for the from statement, I'm just copying the from statement from our upper query, and then in the select statement I wanted to see the minimum age just for the creation of the bins. So when I execute this query, you can see I get my minimum age is 18, and now I wanted to see the maximum age. So our maximum age is 51. I'm giving this into my comment also from 18 to 51, so we have a age range for 51. Now I'm using my ChatGPT and asking it that I have my minimum age to 18 and a maximum age into 51. So create a bins, or you may say as to be a groups of almost 5 bins. For me, by using this case statement, and I'm also giving this a from statement. Otherwise, if I did not provide the from statement, so it's give us the journal statement where I have to upload my project name, my table name, and my dataset name. So I just provided. Now I'm just simply copying this code for our age, where it has created a 5 bins, or you can say the groups for me. And now when I execute my query, you can see I get my results, my desired results to be as there. But I also wanted to see the age over there, just to see that we are getting the right age. As you can see, when we have our ages of 41, so it lies between the age group of 39 to 45, and same for 39 age, it's lie between 39 to 45 age bins, and same for the others. As now you can see over there, we have our state column where we have a different kind of states over there, which are in their short forms. So I'm giving it a comment for the state full name. Basically, I wanted to replace the short form of my state with the full form of my states in my dataset. So firstly, I wanted to see that how many distinct states are present in my dataset. So I'm using distinct function and then my column name of states. As you can see, we have a 3 distinct states which are NY, which is New York, and C for California, and I. So what I'm asking ChatGPT is that I have a 3 states in my state column, which are CA, IL, and NY. Give them the full form name by using the case statement in my table and write it as a separate query. So I also provide my from statement to ChatGPT so it can easily use this from statement, and I wanted to create a separate query for my age query, so I can ask it in that you can write it as a separate query. And now you can see here by using the case statement it will provide the full name of the CA has to be California and IL to be Illinois, something like that, and then NY to be New York. And I'm also selecting the employee ID just to verify. But as you can see there, we did not use this comma in my column between my columns name. And now when I execute my query, you can see for the employee ID where the state is NY, it is replaced with the New York in the full state name, and where CA it can replace with California, and same for the others. Now in the case if you do not understand this case statement, you can see here that in our age, when we have write the case statement and we use the when our age is between 18 and 24, then you can give us the 18 and 24 and between 18 to 24, and when our